Hello. That's where I say it, Paul.
I know. I wanted you to wait longer.
No, welcome to Don't Say Cunt.
That's my favorite part.
The pause.
Yeah.
It's a slow build. It's creating. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create
Well, I think it's
a sophisticated environment for
I think
us
it's
to.
slow. I wouldn't call it a build.
It's I'm building a feeling of sophistication.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Oh, I thought it was something else.
No, it's just it's a dry kind of to let people know this isn't just some bullshit show. This is a heady intellectual.
Oh my God, we are so not on the
Culturally.
same page.
Really, this is a sort of a cultural meeting place.
We should have talked about this.
But anyway, this is Don't
You're
Say
right.
Cunt.
Sophisticated style.
I'm Dave Foley, and the man in the wrong is Paul Greenberg.
You are a terrible judge
Well, really?
because you're supposed to wait till the end of the trial, right, Evan?
Oh, sure. I can go with that pretense.
Usually.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer on
You
perfunctory.
just tinkle, Eben.
Yeah.
Well, I think that standard has changed.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
I'm with Dave on that.
Just pork those gherkins, Evan. You
Yeah.
can do it.
So here we are once again, providing a 45-minute gap in your day when you can be assured of not hearing the word cunt for 45 minutes, because as we understand it, it is the least loved word in America.
A respite? Is that a word?
A respite, yes.
From the word cunt.
A respite from cunt.
Yeah.
Well, the word cunt. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want in the privacy of your home.
Yeah. And any of you could be cunts and I wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
A getaway.
Yeah.
A getaway. from
I
the
get
word.
away.
Get away.
A
Yeah.
staycation from cunt.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like you're staying with cunt.
Yeah. Well, all right. Here's
Doesn't it? I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
what is it?
Uh-oh.
A time when all roads will not lead to cunt for a moment.
Right. Like as in Rome.
In fact, no roads will lead to cunt for 45 minutes of conversation. And that conversation will involve myself and, of course, the aforementioned.
Paul Greenberg.
Paul
I'll say my own
Greenberg.
name.
Paul
Thank you
Greenberg.
very much.
And sitting, I believe, to my left, but I'm dyslexic, is...
She's actually
yep. Is the...
She's actually behind
L.
you. But,
No, it's not. It doesn't work.
do you need her name?
Is
Jackie
yeah, and it's the three of them.
Harris.
Jacqueline Florence Dawn
Greenberg.
Harris Greenberg.
Jackie Harris Greenberg.
And to my left,
No. No.
To your right.
Politically.
pretty sure it's my left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely political.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And physically to my
Yeah.
left, right over here.
Paul.
Right.
No.
Guys,
No.
I have documents.
Yep.
Is Christy
Kirsty.
Allen Guerrero.
Whatever.
Here's. Yep.
Actually, I just want to know how come Jackie has as many or more names than I do.
Because we haven't said
But-
my names. We've said
Yeah,
yours
but I
before.
always
Marita
get-
Conchito Alonso.
Oh my God, that is so racist.
Yeah.
Oh,
She gets.
You just call her Maria Conchita Alonso.
No, because there is a Maria Conchito Alonso.
That's like me calling Dave Paul Lind.
What?
I don't know. It's not like
Is it?
that.
Estevez.
It's not like that at all.
I'd be honored.
It's more like calling Dave Jim J. Bullock,
Oh, my headphones are high.
right?
Can you turn my headphones down just a little notch?
What number
It's like
are you?
me
The
calling
one, the
Dave.
one I'm tugging on there.
It's like me calling Dave Carlton on the doorman.
Paul is just booming in my head.
How's that?
There we go.
It's just my voice.
I know.
Paul's booming.
By the way, you're super loud in my head too.
Oh, good.
But I like
Good.
it.
Good. As long as it's reciprocal.
He's loud in
Yeah, but
your
you
head
haven't-
all the time.
Yeah, but you have a nice voice that's kind of, soothing.
Yeah.
My voice is kind of like if a hamster could talk.
Yeah.
It's like a hamster talking.
That's what. No.
Wait a
Yeah.
second, did you guys hear that hamster? Hi guys.
Well, that's impressive, though. That's
know.
pretty impressive when a hamster's talking.
For the first week.
Yeah, so we got Maria Guerrero.
Don't forget the Allen.
Yeah, Maria Allen Guerrero.
Yep.
And over there once again, taunting the ivories, is Evan Schlepper on the
Now,
piano.
Evan.
Piani.
When people learn your name, do they ever get your name wrong and call you Schlepper?
I have had that one.
Evan Schlepper?
That's very common.
Do you get Arthur Schlepper?
Do they correct you when you say Eben? You go, you're wrong. It's Evan. You say, no, it's Eben. No, you're wrong. It's Evan. There's no such thing as Eben.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's a typo.
Is it short
Like
for
oral.
Ebenezer?
I wish it was, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
Can you just say it is?
Yeah.
I just saw.
our
Why
sake.
didn't I think of that? I should.
It's actually,
You
it's,
should say it's Ebenezer.
well, I saw his license. It's short for Ebonita.
I saw a mom was talking to another mom on the street as I walked by.
I love this
That's
joke.
it. Oh.
I love this joke so much.
thanks.
This one offends me.
on Ventura Boulevard.
Don't blow it.
And, they said their goodbyes after their play date, and the woman said goodbye to the little white red-haired boy and said, "Bye, Thelonious."
Oh God.
And I thought, have we gone there?
Thelonious.
He better be able to play
Thelonious.
trumpet. That's all I have to
Ah,
say.
That's not pressure. Thelonious. That's
Yeah,
pressure.
that's a piano.
Oh, you're right.
And yeah, monk.
Shows you how much I know about classical music.
You know, Thelonious Monk said there are no wrong notes, but he did say Paul's often wrong. Yeah. Beautiful day. Beautiful day.
I was going to do a thing about Barry the monk, but I don't have the answer. Sometimes I like saying a joke I'm not going to tell
Uh-huh.
and then not do it.
Well,
But
I'm
you know he's
confused.
going to do. What happens is you see Paul's face change in the middle of talking to him. He'll zone out and go,
Yes, because I'm piecing it together.
and he'll start laughing
yeah.
at himself with the
Yeah.
joke. And then the moment has passed, and then it passed again, and now it's way gone.
Because what's going through my mind is, this will make me friends.
Has it worked?
Never.
Yeah.
Not yet,
No.
but you got to keep trying,
Yeah.
right?
Where, yeah.
One day.
That'll
Where-
college try.
So far, we're the best he's done.
That is sad.
Let's play that game where you say the three things you'll take with you, the three people you want to be on a desert island with that are like the worst people in the world, and you'd want to like not be on the desert island with them. You know that game?
No, I don't know
No,
that.
I don't know this version. That
I just
you
made
picked
it
the
up.
worst
Oh.
What is it's who you don't
Who
want
you
to be?
least want to be
on
on
a
a
desert
desert
island
island with?
People you don't know.
I would hate to be on a desert island with George Clooney. I would
think she's
hate to be
lying.
on a desert island with David Bowie.
Oh,
And I would
wow.
really hate to be on a desert island with.
I don't think
I
she
don't have
understands the
any
game.
more.
I would
No.
hate to be on a desert island.
She doesn't
with
get
George
it. She doesn't
Clooney.
get the game.
I
I
would
don't
hate
want to
to be.
tell
I would
her
actually
Bowie's
hate.
dead.
I don't want to be.
That'd be weird. Can you eat them?
George
dead.
Clooney would be very annoying. I think
Because
he would
of
be
his
very,
beauty?
He would act. No, he would just act like he knew what to do all the time.
I think he'd always,
Wow.
always
You
And
know
be.
I'd
what,
be
though?
like, George,
What if he
come
knew?
on,
What if he
man.
did know what
What
to
if
do?
he did though? I
And
see.
then
I'd
he'd
be like, really, George?
He'd
really?
be like, I know how to do this, and I'd be then do it. Don't talk about it. And then he'd be like, what the fuck, Jackie? And I'd be like, George, stop looking at me all the time. You know, we're on an island. It doesn't mean I'm here for you. And then, you know, Donny Osmond would show up in a rowboat. And I'd be like, where's David Cassidy? And he'd say,
I was just gonna say Sean
he'd
Cassidy. That was
he'd
my
say
third.
he died. And I'd say, but did he? And then 1972, David Cassidy would show up.
See, in my fantasy, I'd be on with like, I don't know, Raquel Welch or something from like the 70s.
Or now.
Or now. And all she would be doing is like trying to get cell service. And I'd sit there.
to get her off that
Yeah, she'd
goddamn
be like,
island.
Just looking
There's
at you.
no cell service.
You know the best part about Paul is the women he lusted over as a child, he still lusts over at the age they are now. Like he doesn't.
Sure, they're
You know,
hot.
you got to hang out with
RBG.
Raquel Welch.
you got to
Fonda.
hang out with Jane Fonda.
Yeah, Jane Fonda
feels
blew my
Yeah.
mind.
See,
Yeah.
I lusted over like Jean Arthur and Barbara
Yeah.
Stanwyck.
It's because you're an old lesbian.
As yeah, and yeah, that's true. Katharine Hepburn,
Yeah. Yeah.
but and Jane Fonda. I had a huge crush on Jane
Yeah.
Fonda, but not from her movies. I had a crush on her
Her political
from,
work.
from being on the news. That's
yeah.
where I first saw. I didn't see her in any movies.
Right.
First place I ever saw her was on the news.
Right, because you were born in a Christian Scientist, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have TV.
Pretty much. She lived
Yeah.
in Creemore. They didn't
Yeah,
have
she, but
movies.
she'd be on protesting the Vietnam War, and I go,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's beautiful."
No,
Yeah,
I know your biggest crush,
who's that?
Jane Goodall.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah. I
yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
but
you just trying to get to the monkeys?
no? But we're the
Wait, the monkeys?
Oh, I love the monkeys.
It's been really awkward ever since we did it, though.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
always.
Wait, the monkeys?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Jane got really jealous. And they were apes. God damn it.
Yeah,
said
she has
apes.
she has
Said
a
it.
short fuse, that Jane Goodall,
Yeah.
about that stuff.
Bet
Yeah.
she does.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did flirt with, she and Jane, and she flirted back on the Conan O'Brien show once. I was on.
Wow.
Yeah. She was very flirty.
Wow.
So there.
Did she have her bun? Did she have her hair in a bun?
No, it was down.
Oh my God. Well, that's why.
Did you say I would love to study you?
No, but
Because that's how she flirts.
But she did make catty remarks about what's her name from what's
Lost her head.
the other
the English
Yeah,
one
Joan
from that,
Collins.
Joan Collins. She made. Some,
I don't think she'll listen to this.
she made some
podcast,
nice
so go
catty
ahead.
remarks about Joan Collins.
one? Off camera?
Yeah, well, it whispered to me on camera
Oh, I love that.
when we were on the
whispered
panel.
C word.
Yeah, basically.
That's interesting.
She said,
More of a twat.
she's older than I am.
Wow.
Then did she go, look at my skin?
Jane's got an
Look
ego.
at my skin.
Ad.
Oh, Paul. Well, if Paul says so, then that must be the case. It must be time for some of you out there potentially to receive word or encouragement to purchase a goods or service. So let's see what it is.
That was pretty broad.
Yeah.
Ah, you were right.
Yeah, well, I mean,
there was a good service.
Yeah,
It was good.
and you know what? And if you are
good.
giving off that odor, you really do need that product.
Should get on it.
Yeah.
Get on
Yeah.
it. It'll
Yeah.
do you good and
Yeah.
of service.
Because
Thank
you're
you.
not going to want to go to work smelling that way.
No.
No.
True.
Depends what your work is.
Yeah, that's true. But
I
Like
don't
if
know. I
you're-
can't think of a job that maybe you
Jane
would
Goodall.
want.
Would
What if
want
you're
to.
I
a
don't think they
swimmer?
care what you smell like
What
if you work with Jane Goodall.
Oh,
If you
they
do a
do.
job where you get in the water
They're
all
pheromone
day,
sensitive.
Then
then
Then it would wash off. Yeah.
I mean, like a mermaid?
Yeah.
Well, if you
Or
work
like in Florida, those mermaid shows.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to think during the summer, I just go in my pool. I just go to the ocean. But the truth is you got to bathe because I think you don't get it all off.
Not true.
You don't get all the funk off. No, I think it's true.
Well, I like to bring a bar of soap into the pool.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I bring my shower gel,
I bring a back brush
your loofah,
into the
Yeah.
pool. I bring a crotch loofah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
it is now.
Yep.
Yeah, you bring your crotch
what-
loofah,
that's our next ad.
and your crying towel.
Do you know I there's a magic trick I do that I can take any loofah
Yeah.
and turn it into a crotch
Oh
loofah.
my gosh. And you know what? It's true because I've seen this. Because after he's used it as a crotch loofah, I watched the loofah for quite a while, and nobody will use it for anything else.
Because it's just a crotch
It's just a crotch loofah from then on out. It's like permanently
Yeah.
It's almost.
By the way,
like the Catholic miracle of transubstantiation.
and you know how to learn. You know how you learn to do that trick? Practice. That's right.
Really, you didn't achieve it on the first go?
Oh, it takes a while.
I would have thought it would have been instantaneous.
No, because it becomes other kinds of loofahs until you really focus.
Oh, I would have thought really once you're a crotch loofah, there's no turning back.
And you got to do hand
Yeah.
exercises every day.
Oh, really?
Like magician.
Like all magicians. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. The what I'm working on now is close-up crotch loofah. Loofah magic.
The hard part is getting people that close.
And they'll do it.
People keep saying, "No, I can see from here. I'm good."
I wonder if we can get you
I'm good,
booked
thanks,
at the
Paul.
Magic Castle with this one.
Hey, where's
maybe.
everybody going?
Yeah.
I haven't done my big finale yet. I do this one with a curly Kate.
Curly Kate.
Is that what you call curly cake? Do you have
I don't
curly
know.
cake?
What is a
I don't know
curly
what that
Kate?
Well,
is.
that's what you
I
call
don't know what that is.
Oh my God. Is it Canadian? It's like a copper brush for cleaning pots.
You know, the copper puff.
You know, the little copper
Oh.
poof?
No.
Oh no,
We call it-
curly
what do you
cake,
call it?
got
We don't call it that.
I call it something that they sell in the store that I never buy.
Well, if you clean dishes,
I
you
do.
know it's a curly
Well, no,
cake.
not one of those.
Yeah. No, we just use Brillo.
Yeah.
Or also known as a puffy Penelope, I believe.
No.
I'm pretty
SOS
sure.
pads.
SOS, yeah.
Right, sauce pads.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes this thing becomes even more cultural than I anticipate. This may be that day. This is that
Yeah.
day.
Well, I think it's good to be
More
cultural.
elevated. It's more elevated today.
I feel that
Yeah.
way too.
Yeah.
I think
feel
it's
that
because
way
you
too.
started us off talking about being sophisticated.
Well, yeah.
I had to rise to that.
Yeah. I am figuratively wearing an ascot.
Right. As opposed
You're
to every
always
other day.
figuratively
Yeah, it's true.
wearing an ascot and
Yeah.
a pocket watch.
Yeah,
You're
Right.
pretty classy, though. You have seersucker suits and
that's true.
And I'm in a
pocket
small
squares.
little velvet suit, short pants. Right?
Paul's always,
Short pants.
always. That's a nice
Short pants
T-shirt
suit
you have,
with a
Paul.
ruffled collar.
Yes. But I
That's a
also
nice
but I
t-shirt.
also spiritually always have my cock out. That's
Right.
And I can vouch for that.
that
I'm
is
sitting
true.
next to him. It's
That's
not
true.
on camera.
It's not just
but I
spiritual.
can see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just say the drapes scratch the rug.
And I'm always looking for an exit. Like a cop. Never sits with his back to the door. You know what I'm saying, guys?
no,
Yeah.
that's
I worked
gangsters.
with a guy. I
Oh,
worked
shit,
with a
that's
guy
gangsters
who
to do
didn't. He was a
Gangster?
no.
The gunslinger instinct.
Yeah.
He was a martial
Is that what that
arts expert.
Martial arts
Never.
expert.
Yeah. No, there's a
some
policeman I know, by the way,
questionable
interesting guy, who will, I'll have breakfast with him and he'll always make me sit with my back to the door. So
Yeah.
I get hit first.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's probably covering you.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he'll notice if
Yeah.
somebody.
He'll notice if
Yeah, that's why he
something's
wants to see
awry.
who walks in.
But he also usually shoots you in the chest.
Yes. Oh,
To
yeah.
get to the bad
Not falling for that
Oh,
again.
he's a perfect target.
Eben,
Yeah.
Eben, where do you sit in a cafe? What's your go-to table?
Far corner,
Facing the wall.
facing the corner.
Facing the corner. Wow.
Oh, that freaks
Do you
me out.
sit?
yeah,
Do you
I
sit
couldn't
in the
do it.
curmudgeon's corner?
Yes, totally.
To be fair, he only
too much noise. I'm trying to eat my salami.
to be fair, he only eats at the Blair Witch Cafe.
It's part of the ritual. It's not what you think.
That freaked me out first time I saw it.
Blair.
Where, which
Eben
cafe?
eating. I thought you meant Eben eating.
Eben eating freaks me out too.
Yeah, Blair Witch. That was fun.
Yeah, well, we saw it late.
Yeah.
So
it
we
was
heard all the
it's
hype.
and we knew it was
We
And
fake.
everybody's like,
saw
oh my
it
God,
early.
you won't
We
believe
saw
it.
it.
You won't believe it. And then we got a screen, I don't know, some copy of it. We got a copy. It was legal, I'm sure. But it was some copy. And when we played it, it was really dark. And we thought, wow, they really filmed this really dark. It's really hard to see anything.
with it.
Like,
We saw a screening before it came out, and no one told us it was
No one
fake.
knew.
No.
no.
Yeah, it was
There
pretty
only 30
freaky.
people. It was very small,
Yeah.
and no one knew.
No, everyone was freaked out, and they didn't know if it was real or not. And then the credits happened.
Yeah. Right.
Cinematography.
Craft service.
That's
fine.
right.
Now, did
Driver.
any of those kids, have they gone on to do anything else?
Well, they've all been murdered.
Oh.
They were, yeah.
Oh. Well.
No, I don't know. I think they got rich, though.
But did any of them act in anything else?
Yeah, one.
For a bit, for a little bit.
The lead girl.
Yeah, she did some other movie.
Yeah, the snotty
I can't
girl.
tell you what.
Yeah, the snotty girl.
Snotty
Exactly.
girl. Yeah.
And you mean by like literal snot.
And she had, yeah, that was
Remember
her
she
thing.
like under that
Snotty.
shot with the camera?
Yeah, it's pretty,
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's my.
Yeah. More snot, please.
See, I
Oh,
thought
sorry.
I thought during that whole scene she was just trying not to sneeze. I missed the point
Might have been.
I
completely.
just was
Yeah.
like, at
It's
some
allergies.
point, you wipe your nose, don't you? At some point,
Not when you're acting.
That's
Not
the
when
rule.
you want
Dave,
people to see
Dave
how
knows.
much you're acting.
Jackie, Dave knows those rules.
Otherwise, people go, I think she's really, I don't, maybe not.
but in real life, one
Yeah.
wipes their nose and eyes.
Yeah, but when you're,
Sure, in real life.
So if
Yeah.
you're really good at acting like it's real life,
didn't say that.
you would wipe.
yeah.
It's not what
saying.
Dave said.
You put all that work into getting the snot and the tears going. You're not going to wipe them away. No one can see them.
We did a previous episode when Jenny McCarthy was the guest, and Dave talked about being nude and floating in space when he was
We
doing
can't
it.
stop thinking about
And
it.
I did not sleep last
Well,
night because
All
I don't
I
know.
keep
I don't
thinking
know
about
when-
is you on
Because
the
again-
lazy
Camera
Susan.
going around Dave.
No, the lazy Susan with his
it
ass.
was the lazy
They-
Susan and,
and
then
then
the
being
two grips
hoisted.
lifting you by
Yeah.
your arms.
Because in honor of Apollo 11,
Alan Bean.
which took off 50 years ago yesterday.
Yes.
Right now they'd
But
be
not by
en
the time
route
you guys
today.
hear
That's
this.
right.
Yeah.
No, I don't know when you'll hear this. I don't care. And so they're
Hopefully the Earth
they're
will
right
still be
now,
here.
today in our time they would be still en route to the moon.
Right.
Right.
Is it tomorrow that they would have landed?
Yeah.
Day 3?
Was it a 3-day trip?
It's a 3-day trip. 3-hour
Or is it day
tour.
after?
3 hours.
3 hours.
And
3-hour
but
tour.
yeah,
Said 4
that
days.
was my first nude scene was with Paul McCrane.
That's amazing.
And it was in the soundstage. We shot in Florida at what was then the MGM
Was
studios.
it cold, by the way?
It was a little chilly in there.
Is that your excuse?
No, that's what Paul McCrane kept saying that over and over again.
yeah.
He kept
That was his
announcing, "It's pretty cold in here." But the studio that we were in, they had a glass walkway up above along the top of the studio where tourists could come through. And go, look, there's an actual film production.
No, did they?
You're naked, being lifted by two grips.
At least you weren't on the glass overhead.
I think they did. I think they did actually shut down the tour that day. They kept the tour out of there.
Set,
Yeah, that is. It is
bathrooms.
better than if the tour was below him.
Yeah.
That
And
would
he
be
was
much
walking
worse.
through
And
the
they're
glass.
looking up while he's being lifted.
That's not a good idea.
No.
I think Dave should tell the story of his second time being naked on film, though.
Your
That's
wedding.
pretty good, too.
Your wedding night.
Oh, that would have been Monkey Bone.
Monkey Bone, yeah.
That was my second. Well, this is a film that was not a huge hit, and this might be why. Because it's a film that starred Brendan Fraser, beautiful man,
Yeah.
lovely man, and Bridget Fonda,
Lovely
gorgeous
guy,
woman.
great guy.
Yeah. And the only person in this movie that you see naked is me.
Oh. Right.
So that's just bad commercial instincts
Well,
right
maybe,
there.
you know what I think happened is the script pages got screwed up.
That must be it.
That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
But were you on a Lazy Susan?
No,
and
this
Monkey
one,
Bone
this
as
one,
well?
this one. I was in a scene where I'm affected by this psychotic drug that makes me hallucinate that my clothes are attacking me. So I
have to rip 'em off?
I strip off all my clothes, and it's at there's a big banquet scene with 200 extras, and we're shooting in the Museum of Natural History
Oh,
in Los Angeles, California.
that's cool.
And so the scene is that I run naked through the 200 extras. And the first time I came out, they gave me what I always refer to as a cock and ball cozy,
Right.
which was in a little elastic pouch that would just fit over your testicles.
Like what
and
I'm wearing
penis. Yeah. And it was, I basically did one take and I said, this is way more degrading than being naked. So I just took it off and snapped it, I believe.
And they had to give everybody else hazard pay.
yeah.
And Evan, as a lawyer on perfunctoment, can those extras sue when they expected not to see Dave's junk?
I mean, I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
They would have had to have
thought
stopped.
this
Like being
obvious.
flashed.
They would have to stop applauding first.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt their case.
But I got it, yeah. But I got to tell, they seemed to quite enjoy it. But then Henry Selick, who directed the movie, after I had done my takes of running naked through the 200 extras, said, "Dave, we want to get some footage, some cutaways, some reaction shots of the background people. But we want it to be really a good shot. So would you mind running naked off camera?"
What? Come on, Dave. I think there was something going on there.
Yeah.
Was there film in the camera?
And I just started laughing, and I said, "Okay, Henry, that's
You did it?
Sure, Henry, fine."
And then he went and sat
Any
on a
chance.
Lazy Susan and cried.
So you ran around not being filmed naked?
Yeah, for hours. In the Museum of Natural History in front of 200 extras.
Did they turn around and go, April Fool? But he's gone. Where'd Dave go? Oh, he's crying in his
There he
trailer.
goes again.
I go-go danced in a film in a bikini once, spray
That
tan.
doesn't count.
But it was, it was your movie, but it got cut out.
That's right. It's
Brain
brain
candy.
candy.
Brain
Yeah, they put her in a
Really?
bikini.
Cut it out. What does
Yeah.
that mean? How does that make you
That
feel?
means
Can I-
that means they got my phone call.
Yeah. Jackie, can I just tell you that it is only one of a billion bad choices that were made on that movie?
Oh, that
sweet.
deserves its own making of.
Yes.
Brain candy.
Or unmaking of would be better.
Right. It deserves it behind the music.
Not
could
there's
behind
any
the music.
footage. They
Yeah,
filmed
that'd be-
so much making of footage. I don't know what they did with it.
Yeah.
I think it's self-destructed.
I
It's
think it did.
self-immolated.
Somebody burned it.
Like a monk.
George Takai
Somebody,
in
Dave.
a trailer
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, and a lot of people have learned to love that movie over the years.
Yeah.
And they're wrong.
Yeah. They can be wrong.
Yeah, not a good movie.
Yeah. Sometimes the audience is wrong.
They are, yeah. Even if they're
It's true.
positive.
It's true. I heard a story of Johnny Carson once. I heard this is not a great story.
Oh, then by all
move
means
on.
tell it.
He did a bit and it died.
Oh, he's
and then,
done lots.
And he came off the thing, and the writer was like, "I'm so sorry, Johnny. That was a terrible bit I wrote for you." And he says, "Don't worry, the audience, they were terrible." They were wrong. I'm going to do it again tomorrow night. So he went out and he did it again the next night. And it was funny. And
Yeah.
he went to the writer and said, see, I told you they're just shitty assholes.
Wow, that's amazing. I like that story.
Yeah, that's a good story.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's positive for everyone.
Right.
except the
Everybody
audience.
wins except the audience.
You were in the audience that night.
Well, in entertainment, the audience should never win
No.
No.
I guess you're right.
because they get
Yeah.
too used to it.
No. Well, you know what? There are times when it's good to just take a breather, just pause, and consider if there maybe are products that would make your life better,
Can we
or
just,
services that maybe you're
a-
in need of.
A cock and ball cozy,
Yeah,
perhaps.
the cock and ball cozy.
Or
Because who wants their cock and balls getting chilly?
is there a way we can have Evan's music play through the commercial? Because I think it would be perfect for whatever we're selling.
I don't think we have that power.
I don't think
we have
we
that
do.
power. So anyway, you take a moment to listen to some bullshit about something you don't need.
Weird. I needed that.
Well,
Yep.
well, you know,
There goes that.
look,
I mean,
when
everybody
I'm
needs
wrong,
toothpaste.
when I'm wrong,
Merry
I'm wrong.
Christmas.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Hey, mint? Sorry, what? I don't need a mint. No, maybe you want a mint.
Doesn't that freak you out when someone offers you a mint?
Yeah.
I remember learning that very young, that if somebody offers you a mint, you take it.
And same
Always take it.
goes.
No arguing.
Also, diapers.
Yep.
Take it. Always
Yeah.
take it.
Yes.
It means something's
They know,
happening
they know
that you're,
something you haven't noticed.
you're not aware of.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Or plane tickets
To like other
Go.
countries.
to another
Just go.
country. Just take
go.
them.
Take them.
Take it.
Go.
Take
That means-
wherever it is.
They're right.
They know something you don't know.
Hey, when you guys go on a trip like to Florida or something, and you get
Yeah.
to go to see like
For example, as a hypothetical.
as a hypothetical,
As a
if you went to-
hypothetical,
if you went to
Florida.
NASA,
Yeah.
would you get to be special because you were once Mr. Bean?
You're Orson Bean.
I don't know anymore. Maybe now
you
because they're
try?
rerunning the series. Well, my kids, with my first wife,
Yeah.
when I was shooting
lover.
Earth to the Moon,
Yeah.
many years ago, they got to go to a shuttle launch,
Wow.
and they got to sit with the astronauts' families.
Oh my gosh.
So there,
I
yeah.
get
What
nothing.
about? But is there a?
Yeah.
Did you say they're rerunning it with all the moon business?
They're
going
running
on?
them on. They're running them on. HBO's rerunning them, and they've re-released
cool.
them on Blu-ray. They've remastered it in
So,
HD.
What if we took you in and redid you to look like Alan Bean?
It's Orson Bean.
I could look like
we'd color your
later
hair.
Alan B.
We'd color your hair like the face.
Isn't he
We'd
dead,
color your
Alan Bean?
hair.
He just died. Yeah,
And
Yeah,
shave
yeah,
you.
Yeah. You know, here's the way. I have a picture of
Stolen.
me and I have a picture of me and Alan Bean, and he looks way more like my father than my father.
Oh,
we
that's
look,
weird.
Interesting.
we look alike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any weight to be given to him on his dying words, which were "It's all fake"?
Yeah. He said, I should know it's fake. I painted it.
I
They
did the
made me.
backdrop.
Because
They made me.
Al was a painter, he's quite an artist.
I'm just still amazed at how many great things your kids got that you didn't get.
That I didn't get?
Yeah, that you got for
like,
that you. I
whoa.
mean, that's an amazing trip
That's a
to
great
actually
experience.
see
Yeah.
a shuttle launch is
Yeah,
incredible.
and I was working that day, so I didn't get to go.
Jeez, I always wanted to
But
see a shuttle launch.
I get to spend every day with Dave Scott, the commander of Apollo 15.
Wow.
So I get to talk with Dave and hang out with him, and
yeah.
make him. I get to make a man laugh who walked on the moon.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, there's so
That is
few
crazy.
of those
Yeah.
people.
And the fun thing was Dave kept getting carried away because he kept saying we were because he was technical advisor on all of the episodes, but he said that we were the most like the crew that we were playing. And he said, and he would keep talking. He would be talking about the missions, and he would get carried and start going, "Oh, well, the thing you guys did up there," and we'd have to, Dave,
Oh,
Dave,
wow.
Dave,
us.
was
It's
it? We didn't go.
Wow.
We didn't go.
See, that's a good.
Yeah, and
That's
there's
special.
Yeah, and there's the scene where the Apollo 12 rocket, the Saturn V rocket, gets hit by lightning, and there's all this chaos in that, and all of our voices reading off all the things that are going wrong and figuring out how to get it fixed. And Dave, after the take, went, "Man, that I was in the room, and that sounded exactly like them."
Wow.
Wow.
God,
Yeah, so
that's special.
That's very cool.
yeah.
You know, Sam Kinison used to do a bit about Neil Armstrong sitting in his backyard, looking at the moon, drinking a beer, sitting in a chair, while his wife screams at him to take the garbage out. And he just sits and eventually just screams, "I was on the fucking moon!"
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another weird thing. The day that Neil Armstrong died, I was on a plane flight and I was seated next to Buzz Aldrin.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Flying back, I forget, flying back from the East Coast somewhere. I forget where.
Yeah.
Did you
But it was
talk
a
to
long
Buzz all
flight.
the way? Did you talk to
Yeah,
Buzz the
like,
whole way?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
incredible.
And the other thing is he never stopped looking out the window for the whole flight.
Really?
Like, and you go on a plane, nobody looks out the window.
Yeah.
Nobody ever looks out the window.
Did he ever say to the window, will this guy ever stop talking?
Yeah, over and over.
He really did. Did he know that you played Mr.
Well,
Bean?
I brought it up at a certain point and realized I shouldn't have because
Why?
Because he didn't come off very well in that.
He comes off badly in even the
Yeah.
even First Man.
Yeah.
His man,
Yeah.
He does not.
Why? Because he's Buzz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the other
There's a
astronauts
video
have-
of him
the other astronauts have
punching a guy in the face for saying he never
that
went
it
to
was,
the
that it was faked. Yeah. Yeah. You got to like that about
He was
it.
an old
that's-
man and
yeah,
he punched him
I
right in the
that.
face.
I love
Really?
that.
Yeah,
Love
it's
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, that was weird. He also had some conspiracy theory about Neil's death.
Oh no, really?
Oh.
Yeah. He didn't,
Why do you
he
think
thought
Neil
some
was
weird-
so private?
Hmm?
Why didn't Neil talk to anybody?
Didn't you watch the movie?
Yeah.
But seriously, when you
What
see,
was it?
but just
All I
as
saw was a guy was really
but
boring.
As an outsider, when you see
daughter
him,
died.
no, she died before.
Yeah.
She died before.
Get
But
over it.
But when
life.
when you see him as a
had another one.
personality,
Ooh, my daughter's dead. Now I'm on the moon.
yeah, when you see him as a personality before he went to the moon, after the moon, in that whole moon time, he was very outgoing. He was very aware of what his job was, that he had to be personable. I mean, yes, he was a little quieter than the others, but he was all smiley and all involved. And then later, when everyone was giving them accolades and let's talk about, remember the moon landing 10 years ago?
People he never
Let's
wanted to talk about
10
it.
years ago. I remember in 79. It was 10 years ago and he was fucking gone.
Yeah,
and 89
He
and
left
99
he
and
went into
09.
private sector and
He
never
was a
talked
professor.
about it again.
He
was
he was a
trippy.
teacher. He went back to teaching.
It was pretty
But he wouldn't do
trippy.
interviews about what it was like to be on the moon.
Yeah.
He wasn't interested in it. He went to the
Interesting.
Finally, he was confronted, and he, why won't you talk about it? And he just screamed, "I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember it. I was thinking of other things."
I got my landing speech wrong.
It was a big deal though when he did finally talk about it a few years before
Yeah.
his death, and
Yeah.
he was
That was cool.
interviewed and stuff. That was kind of
When he went and got the medal from
Yeah.
Obama.
yeah,
and
but he
everything.
sat on a
That was
stool
cool.
and talked to it was wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is she talking?
Yeah,
It was
they
pretty
said-
neat.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard from the other astronauts, he wasn't like that, like reclusive or anything.
Yeah,
he just
no,
didn't want to be on
I
the
know.
press, didn't want to be talking to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But he was very public. He was out in his he was out in his community, very
Right.
active in his community. He was active in the university that he taught at. And
Yeah.
I heard he was picked. I think it was in the movie too. But that when they did the stress tests, his heart rate never went up
yeah, in
in
fact,
all the stress tests.
yeah,
he was the only guy.
They found out that he had died 6 months before
Right.
the mission. Yeah.
That's right. And there were two guys holding him up the whole time, like
Yeah.
that movie.
Weekend at Bernie. Yeah, there was Mike Collins and Buzz Aldrin.
Holding him up
Yeah.
the whole time.
Paul's
Which, by the way, is super easy to do on the moon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 16G, man.
like water,
Like-
like water.
Anybody can do it.
Remember the first time you picked someone up in the water and went, "What?
I'm so
Fuck.
strong."
I'm fucking look, I got muscles."
I don't remember that.
When you get your blood pressure taken, does it elevate at all out of due to stress because you're getting it taken, like
Me?
Paul's does?
Oh, no, I have perfect blood pressure.
I have really good blood
Yeah, that's a
pressure.
doctor's.
Yeah, but low blood
Paul gets stressed about.
You guys are a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's where I go every
Doctor-
time.
Usually, I get my blood pressure checked. The doctor says, "Oh, I want to fuck your blood pressure. It's so sweet.
Right.
Your blood pressure's the
Jesus.
And this is a
best."
doctor that does this for you?
Yeah.
I believe so. He's taking my blood pressure. And,
So the guy, he said he was a doctor, though.
yeah.
The guy.
Well,
What does he
he's-
look
they call like? him
he's got a
the doc.
car. He has
What does
a
he look
car
like?
that says doctor on it.
When he comes to your house,
We just sort of pulls up.
what do you do? Get in the car?
Yeah, he's a doctor. What am I going to do?
How do you know he's a
He says,
doctor?
because he's got a blood pressure thing.
Does he have one of those mirrors on his forehead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
on his
Oh, okay, he's a
strap.
doctor.
Yeah. And he says, "Oh, you should come away with me, and because your blood pressure's so great.
Wow.
Let's go out of town."
And you met this guy on the internet?
Huh? Yeah.
I saw that guy too. He pulled up in front of my house with the headband with the muffin.
Yeah.
Muffin.
Yeah.
holder
The thing.
on it.
Yeah.
And he said, "Get in the car."
Yeah,
And I
I'm a
said, "Why?"
doctor.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor. You're gonna get. What are you gonna not get in the car when a doctor tells you? You got to worry more about your health, Paul.
Shit.
You got to
I
really.
said, does it cost
Well-
money?
Well, you know,
He said he'd give me money.
yeah.
and does he, like my doctor, does he check your blood pressure by finger blasting you?
No, but my doctor does that.
yeah. You know. And,
Your doctor. Yeah, but they're supposed to do that.
yeah. Yeah. That's right. Right.
It's like,
Yeah. Well,
Don't cry, Dave.
the funniest part of this is the music that keeps going.
And when the doctor puts his finger up your bum, and he
that's-
says you're
and you know
holding
what?
breath and count to number one.
and can I just say that this little playlet is why you need single payer medicine.
Oh, this
In
was
America.
an ad. We did this on
This
purpose,
is
guys.
for Medicare for all.
We rehearsed this all week.
Yeah.
It was,
It's
you
a
know
little
what, guys?
playlet
Guys, sometimes when you do a skit to get a message
to try
across,
to make a point.
Like
really important.
every time.
make
every
a
time.
point.
That's what I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when
like
you
a
have to pay
PSA.
money, you're sometimes forced to do things that make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because you need to go to the doctor.
My comedy troupe was called the PSAs. And we just did
That's all they
did
did.
stuff that helped people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul, Sam,
Yeah.
and Alan.
Oh, poor Alan.
Oh yeah.
He got kicked out of the troop.
Yeah. It was Alan Bean.
Yep. Well, he wouldn't show up for rehearsals. He was too busy being on the moon.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame excuse.
Yeah.
Very low commitment.
You know, Al. The other thing, Al, I loved about Al Bean, all the time he was training to go to the moon, he only ate spaghetti
That's my kind
After
of
your
guy.
own heart.
That's my
every
kind
day,
of guy.
every day. And he said he ate spaghetti every single day because he didn't want to use any mental energy deciding what to eat.
Wow.
That is Dave's kind of philosophy.
and he had OCD.
Yeah, and spaghetti's awesome.
I remember Doug Gilmore used to eat spaghetti before every Toronto Maple Leafs
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
He would
There
eat
you
a
go.
big bowl.
You know who loves spaghetti is Italians.
Oh, yeah.
And Jackie.
Do they? Dave loves spaghetti so much that when we went to Paris,
Paris,
for
France.
his first time in Paris,
Fancy Paris.
Come on.
every single day
He ordered spaghetti.
we went to a little cafe.
There's a
adorable
bistro. It was a
Parisian
bistro. Yeah.
Adorable Parisian bistro, and Dave would order spaghetti
In Paris.
They had great spaghetti.
They have great spaghetti.
Well,
every
you know,
it was really
every
good.
day.
we go on a
Every day.
cruise. I have spaghetti every night
she
for
has,
dinner.
She has Alfredo all the time.
Every night. Huh?
What?
Chrissy?
Oh, it's a weird voice.
Chrissy, what's happening?
Oh, we heard a
over here.
voice.
Well-
Chrissy was,
Why did that come so late in the show?
Let it, you know.
oh, I liked it.
I guess I shifted.
Should I
maybe.
move too?
I've shifted. You mean shifted away from me? Is that
Yes.
what's happening?
I think that's it because I got
Okay.
nervous.
Afraid.
So
All your talk about crotch loofas.
Let's not go back.
So
Yeah.
none of this was useful.
And finger.
None of
Let's
this was
pick it
useful.
up
Finger
from,
blasting.
from
Finger
Loofas.
blasting.
Crotch loofas. I forgot that was this show,
Let's
wasn't it?
pick it up from fake doctors putting their fingers up your bum.
Okay, and
Okay,
go.
and go.
Wait, but that was
Go.
like 10 minutes ago.
Anyway,
So,
good.
if you'll just cough.
put your knees up to your head. What?
Oh,
That's interesting.
I had to.
I think I
It was
made
a
you
good
cough.
time. I
Jackie.
was feeling choking.
yeah, I'm supposed to give him an exam right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What are
Lower
they?
your
What are they
knees.
checking for when they hold your balls
Just
and make you
for
cough?
fun.
I think,
Prostate cancer,
well,
How's that gonna? How are they gonna
hemorrhoids.
know from that?
mine says they're looking for a ring that they lost
Last time.
from the last.
Last
when I
time you were
checked
in.
up.
But it's in every
checkup.
every military getting
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know why? It's turn your head and cough because they don't want you to cough in,
in their face. Yeah.
Oh.
But they hold your balls and you cough.
Yeah.
And what do they?
No, that's a big
And
joke.
if something
It's a
goes
joke amongst
wrong,
doctors.
You don't have to go to. You didn't have to go to Vietnam.
That's right.
Your balls didn't
So
jump.
if my-
Get out of here.
So if my balls fly out into his hand,
Yeah. You do or don't go to Vietnam.
you don't have to be in the army.
Yeah. I just want to know what I should be hoping
I
for.
wonder
I
what
don't know.
that test is. It
that
must
ever-
be. Is it a prostate thing or is it a testicle?
Well, let's open the phones to doctors. Let's have. If you're a doctor, call in.
Your doctor
Yeah.
listening to us right now.
Call in
Specifically,
to the number on your screen.
I would love to
Military
take calls
doctor.
about that.
Yeah.
Do we have a number
Is
we
this,
could take
do
a
I need to
call
look
on?
this up? What do you
Yeah, we want to know what
We're,
is
you know,
the part of a
There's only some
military
way to look it up.
test.
Yeah.
Only. I'm going to look it up.
There is.
You
I could
guys-
go
you
down
guys
to the
carry on.
library and go through the microfiche.
Oh, yes. Microfiche.
Microfiche. Oh, microfiche.
Takes a lot to fill you up,
Excuse
though.
me. How much longer are you going to be using the microfiche for? I have to look up some
I know.
microfiche.
I got the answer, guys.
What is it?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm ready.
When your doctor tells you to look to the side and cough,
You should immediately
He-
call the police.
or she is checking you for a hernia.
Oh.
A hernia is caused by a weakness in the abdominal wall, which allows the abdominal contents, mostly fat, but rarely intestines, to slip down into the scrotal sac,
Oh,
commonly
scrotal sac.
referred to as your balls.
Oh.
Why do I
There
want
you go.
spaghetti
Now you
now?
have an answer.
Does it say? Did it
I've
say
had
in the
2
article commonly referred to as your balls, or did you
It
add
does.
that?
No,
Oh.
it actually, and it also had the mostly fat, but rarely.
What about
intestines, but,
ladies?
commonly
How do
referred
they,
to.
do they check for hernias for ladies? I have hernias.
Well, maybe
No,
that's
they
where
don't care.
you'd feel it.
If they're, if they're,
You guys want to
guy.
hold my balls?
well, if they're
and
holding your
see-
balls, then we need to talk.
Or do we?
Ah.
I don't know.
So if you have a hernia, you wouldn't have to go to Vietnam? Is that?
I think they only take
I'm
people with
guessing
hernias.
Yeah. Because I would have been
don't
out.
think they
I'd have
want
been
you
out in
there.
the yard just lifting everything I could.
I would have been not accepted over fear.
Yeah.
Please don't send me. Please
Yeah.
don't send me.
They would have
Yeah.
just not sent me to shut me up.
Yeah. I would.
Shut that lady up.
I would have cried the entire time. That's it. Just constant weeping.
I golfed.
have not
I
sent you
golfed
for all
recently
those
with a
dresses.
Vietnam vet, and he's an old man. You know, he was
Yeah.
in 69. He was in Vietnam, and he said he went on a cruise back to Vietnam a few years ago.
Yeah.
And they were at a restaurant, and a guy came over to the table, a Vietnamese old man, and wanted to know where he was in Vietnam. And he was like, I was stationed right over near here. And he says, that's funny. So was I. I was living in the jungle right there while you were here.
Yeah. Oh.
And they shook hands and hugged
Yeah.
and killed each other.
How did they know?
That did not end how I thought it was going to.
How did he know he was there for the war? Was he wearing a hat?
Yes,
or
he
something
wears a
that
vet.
said-
He wears a vet hat when he
But
travels.
does he wear it when he's in Vietnam? I
Yes,
wouldn't
he's-
want to wear it
yes.
there.
Apparently, they're all very friendly to each
I'd
other.
be Norman. Take
Yeah.
off the fucking hat. We're in goddamn Vietnam.
Yeah. I mean, because they did win the
yeah.
Vietnamese.
Yes.
North
Yeah,
Vietnamese.
but they were very friendly to each other. He said it was really nice
Yeah.
talking to him. And then he did some kind of caricature stuff, like from Mr. Go Rightry stuff. It was pretty bad.
Oh,
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, well,
it was sweet. He's an old man.
oh man.
I didn't hold it against him, but
He was 67
Yeah.
years old.
yeah,
Isn't that weird?
that wasn't a very good story, was it?
Well, I mean, it was a story.
yeah, it wasn't your story anyway.
You know what I
Yeah,
just
it's his.
realized is all stories don't need to be told.
You just realized that?
Really?
I could have told you that. How many podcasts in are we?
Yeah, I don't know.
I like when Chrissy gets all insulting.
How do you know a
Let's just
story?
get out of it.
How do you know a story is a story until you tell it? You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's that was
debating.
profound.
I'm debating whether we should go to Florida with you if you ever go to the NASA.
We're going soon.
Well,
we're going to
to
Florida in
Florida.
a
Let us
few
know
weeks.
if you get special tickets to NASA. 'cause
I don't think it's
We
a
haven't even
ticket
checked
situation.
into-
Well, let's
they
see.
don't. They don't. They don't launch anything anymore,
No, but
Jackie.
maybe you get
By
to
the
go
way, if you-
VIP tour.
If you
Yeah.
want to see a launch of a giant rocket, you go to Vandenberg here, and it's the giant
SpaceX.
They don't
SpaceX
say
rocket.
the
when.
Falcon.
SpaceX,
Falcon.
It's the biggest rocket around.
Yeah.
yeah, but I want to go to the room. Or is that in Houston?
That's in Houston.
Well,
Houston
the room
control.
you see in the movies. That's
Is in
control.
By the way,
Yeah.
it was in Houston. I just saw because of the senator that got all the money for it was from Houston, and he said he wanted it. He wanted it,
I always
in
found it
Texas.
weird they weren't in one place.
Yeah, it's there politically.
I went. We had a screening of Earth to the Moon in Houston, and almost everyone except for Neil Armstrong was there.
God, you see what I'm
I
saying?
met Mike Collins. He was there,
that's-
and
But Neil just wouldn't go to these events.
Neil's like, for
Yeah.
God's sakes, enough with the moon
Gene
landing.
Cernan was there.
Weird.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are gone now.
Yeah, well, my entire crew.
Wow.
Do you think the other guys
Honey,
are just?
you were just
My
an
crew.
actor.
When we went to the moon,
No, you weren't.
We're all dead.
There, that you weren't. Really
We're all
there.
dead. We're dead.
No,
You
you were
really
there.
go. You didn't go.
No,
Don't
he's
tell Dave
really
Scott.
out being.
No.
Do you think the reason Neil Armstrong
Scott
wasn't
thinks
at any
they
of these things is because the other guys are so jealous that they'd give him different directions whenever they were supposed to meet somewhere, and he'd show up to like this empty warehouse.
First guy on the moon. Make sure you're here. Make sure you get here at the right
so
time.
he'd get there and it'd be like an empty warehouse, and he'd go, "Oh, come on, not again,
Ah,
jerks."
I really wanted to tell my story about being on the moon.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Oh, Right. Okay.
Astronauts.
Should I read this one first today?
Sure, do that. Do that, Paul.
Subscribe to
Paul.
Don't Say with Paul and Dave on iTunes.
Don't tell me what to do.
Stitcher. No,
Jesus, you're.
it's written down.
Oh, okay, Paul.
Say please. You're Canadian.
Please subscribe to Don't Say with Paul and Dave on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Right? That was good. That went
Yeah.
well this time.
Okay.
Yeah, very good, Paul.
Well, I think it's incumbent upon us.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram,
Yeah.
and at Don't Say Paul Dave.
Yeah.
I did it. I did
There
it
you go.
perfectly this time.
Yep.
Thank you, Dustin Knaus, for insisting that we pronounce the K. And Lauren Affinier,
Just to be difficult.
Kaylin Rushing, and Hazel Tito.
These names are wonderful names.
For all
Thank
the,
you to everyone
for
here.
all the things that
Dave,
you
thank
do
us this
that
time.
I'm oblivious about.
Thank all of us
Not
this
us.
time.
What about what?
Thank you, Eben.
Thank Eben.
Thank Eben.
Just thank him,
thank him.
To
Dave.
play the entire time.
Dave, just do it.
I acknowledged him.
why are you
Just
so
fucking- you know what?
Jeez.
What? Now I got. What, I'm made of
Don't be a
thank.
dick.
I'm made of thank yous.
You see what?
This
see
is-
how he
yeah.
feels
Now
now.
Do you know what it costs me?
This is the sophisticated
Just
one.
do it.
Oh,
Remember?
thank you, Evan Schlepper.
You're
Well, that's
welcome.
If
not
that
very
is something close
satisfying.
to your name.
It's not
See, Eben, I told you I could make him do it.
All right, I'll pay you when we're done.
And thanks to all of you.
Well, both of you.
Yeah, that's what I meant by all. Both. For tuning, you don't really tune in. There's no knobs on your iPhone or your computer.
I miss knobs.
Yeah, I know. They should
was
make
me
a
doing a
computer.
radio.
That was you doing the.
Yep, like turning the dial.
That's your. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And in the news.
She's like that sound effects guy from the Police Academy movie.
Yes.
Just
What's his
like
name?
Michael Winslow.
Michael Winslow.
Wow.
I hosted a gala in Montreal that he was in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, at
Back
Festival
when, I
des
was,
Riz?
back when I was famous.
Oh, yeah.
But
Remember
anyway,
that time we were going to end?
right. So till next time.
See you next Tuesday.